Hello, everyone, and welcome to this live stream. I hadn't gone live in quite a while, so I thought, well, you know what? This is a great time for me to actually go live. Today, I want to talk to you about the secrets for scaling your coaching business. But before I get things underway, let me introduce myself to some who don't know me. This is your first time joining me. Be sure that you let me know in the comments who you are. I am live streaming on my Facebook profile, my Facebook page, two Facebook groups, and LinkedIn and two YouTube channels. So I'm a little bit of everywhere. So just be sure that you let me know where you are joining me. Like if you're on YouTube, I'll go back and look at the comments. You can ask questions, all that good stuff. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm WendyY Bailey. Everybody calls me Wendy Y. Yes, you do pronounce the second Y. And I'm a 20-year veteran master business and sales coach. I hold a number of designations, and my moniker is I'm known as your income acceleration mentor. And it's because I show six-figure coaches how to double, triple, quadruple, quintuple, and add more zeros to their bottom line profits. So that's sort of my claim to fame. Most of what I talk about is business, marketing, and sales. Business is about infrastructure, processes, and systems. Marketing is about visibility, what you do to get seen, known, and heard in the marketplace. And then finally, sales is about the kind of conversations you have when you want to convert people who are interested in you, looking at you, into being clients of yours. So that's a little bit about me. Hello, Miss Barbara Beckley. Good to see you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if you join me on the replay, be sure that you let me know you were here in the comments. And you can also ask questions and I'll come back and answer them if I missed them during the live broadcast. So today's topic is all about scaling. And let me start by saying that very simply, scaling means preparing your business for growth. That means you've got to put things in place to be sure that you are focused on growth. Okay. So today I'm going to give you 5 things that you want to think about as you're preparing your business for growth, preparing your business to scale. Okay. So, the first thing that I'll say before I really get into my core content, first thing I really want to say is, my personal mantra is mindset is everything. Mindset is everything. If you want to scale your business, mindset is everything. If you want to create partnerships, mindset is everything. If you want to create high ticket offers, mindset is everything. It all starts with what's between your 2 ears. It all starts with what you believe about yourself and what you offer in the marketplace. Mindset is everything if you want to grow your coaching business or scale your coaching business. Mindset is everything. And the thing I want you to walk away from today's call with is don't overthink it. You know what I mean? When you think about scaling, don't overthink it. Don't get to that place where you are like, you know what? Oh, it's going to take this, that, and other. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Okay. And you'll understand why as I go forward. Thank you guys for who have just jumped in. Be sure that you let me know in the comments that you were here so that I can, greet you or answer questions after the live stream. So the first thing I want to talk to you about related to scaling your business is, you've got to be in a space and place where you are serving from your zone of genius. If you're still trying to find out what your niche is and what you sell and what you focus on and who your ideal client is, it's going to be kind of challenging for you to scale your business based on that. The other thing about serving from your zone of genius, when you do things that you do well, when you serve in areas that you serve in well, then you're going to be better at it. Like you're going to stand above the crowd in terms of people that are in your particular area, right? So serve from your zone of genius. And then finally, around serving from your zone of genius, you've also got to be sure that you serve from your zone of genius, because when you do, you're so much happier with what you do. right? When you serve from your zone of genius, it becomes natural. It comes to you naturally, and you don't have to work so hard at it. You can sit back and you can be creative. You can, launch ideas. You can build your platform, whatever you need to do when you're operating from your zone of genius. When you stop trying to be all things to all people, then you're going to find financial traction in your coaching business. Stop trying to be all things to all people. That also means that you're no longer a generalist. You don't do everything. I remember this is business number 4 for me. And I remember business number 3 for me was what I call consulting. And so people were like, oh, what do you consult in? And I would say, oh, what do you need to have done? And they would say, whatever they need. And I would say, oh, I can do that. That's not serving in your zone of genius. That's really being a generalist. People in the marketplace that are looking to hire coaches want a specialist. It's sort of like when you go to the doctor. I tell this story all the time. When you go to the doctor, and the doctor is looking at you. Your doctor is seeing the whole person. Your primary care physician is more of a generalist. But then when you start describing some of your concerns, they say, let me refer you to a specialist. Let me refer you to someone who is more focused in that area than I am. And it's okay. They don't feel competition. They know that that doctor, that specialist, has studied to be a specialist in that particular area. The first time I went to my new doctor in 2019, January 2019, he sent me to 5 different doctors based on the concerns that I addressed. He looked at my overall health. He asked me questions. He gave me some insight into certain areas that he could support me on. But then he referred me to 5 different doctors, right? He referred me to a cardiologist because he wanted to make sure that there was a heart doctor talking to me about my concerns about my heart, right? Be a specialist, not a generalist, because I'm telling you, people are interested in specialists coaches, not generalists coaches. So if you call yourself a life coach, be sure that you know what your life coaching entails for your clients, and then you can describe it effectively, right? If you're a business coach, notice I said I'm a business and sales coach. And then I defined 3 key areas that I serve in: business, marketing, and sales, business infrastructure, processes, and systems, marketing visibility strategies, and sales conversations, right? So you know with great certainty how I serve in the key areas that I serve in. That's how you want to be. Serve from your zone of genius. I don't teach people how to write a book. I don't teach people how to speak. I'm very, very clear on what I teach my clients on, what I coach my clients in, and you want to be equally as clear. So that's the first thing. The second thing you want to understand is you're trying to scale your coaching business. You've got to serve and support your ideal clients only. It's not okay for you to try to serve the masses, because what happens is you get confused about who you're serving and how you can best serve them. When you have great clarity, I call it ideal client clarity and the power of one. Ideal client clarity and the power of one ideal client, one core problem, one comprehensive solution. And then you just build from there. But you're still serving the one ideal client, even if you build into their addressing their other problems with your solutions, your coaching offers. You're still serving that one client. So that one ideal client becomes the sea of ideal clients that you serve. You're not serving people at various levels, doing all kinds of different things. You're serving your ideal clients only. The cool thing about serving your ideal clients, when you set the intention to serve only your ideal clients, you're positioning yourself as the go-to expert for your ideal client. That's how you get a sea of ideal clients, right? It keeps you from being the Jack or Jill of all trades. It makes you far more valuable to your ideal clients, and it also drives client retention. You can continue to serve your ideal client over and over and over again with various problems that they present, challenges that they're facing, when you focus on one ideal client. The thing I love about this is being that specialist serving your ideal client really does make you invaluable to your ideal client. Let me just come over here and make sure I'm not missing any questions. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. I see you. And I see somebody said, I'm here. If you are live on Facebook, be sure that you grant StreamYard permission so that I can see who you are and recognize you. So we're talking about scaling, and I've given you two things that you need to think about and you need to focus on if you want to scale your coaching business. The first is to serve from your zone of genius. The second is to serve only your ideal clients, serve your ideal clients only. Okay. The third is to replicate yourself. And what I mean by that is if you're still the jack of all trades or the CEO of everything in your business, it's time for you to build out a team. I learned a long time ago, even though I know a lot from the back end, the technical part of my business, I am not always the best person to be serving in that part of my business. So I learned that having a team that can do those things as you grow, and don't misunderstand, you need to have the courage to begin to build a team even before you have the income to match it. But if you're here and you're a six-figure coach, having a team is crucial for you, right? You've got to look at the elements of your business, and based on those parts of your business, replicate yourself by bringing people in that can fill those types of tasks and those types of activities. The other thing about replicating yourself I want you to know is at some point you do want to bring in other coaches, right? You want other people who can serve your clients in the way that you serve your clients, because you're the CEO and you have a different vision, you have a different view, a different vantage point that you want to have. And when you understand the replication process, you can focus working on the business and not in the business. Recently, went to my academy members and I told them, I've replicated myself once. I want to replicate myself more. And in so doing, that means I'm going to step back and this person is going to be elevated. Replicating yourself is a great start, right? Great start for how you begin to scale your business, how you begin to scale your business. Hey, Maddie, good to see you. Good to see you. So, I've talked about three things. Serve from your zone of genius, serve and support your ideal clients only, replicate yourself. Then the next one is akin to what I started talking about before. Solidify your infrastructure and team. When you are scaling your business, it means that you have identified repeatable processes, things that you do every day, every week, every month, every quarter, every year in your business. They are clearly documented processes, right? And with those documented processes, you've created as much as you can to automate those processes. That's what I mean when I talk about infrastructure. Make sure that you're building your business in a way that says, I'm ready for growth. I'm ready to scale. Now, something I haven't talked about so far that I want to mention here when it comes to building your infrastructure and team is, you've also got to price your programs and services at a level that affords you the opportunity to build out a team. If you're charging, basement fees, low fees for what you offer, it's going to be hard for you to budget for a team. It's going to be impossible for you to build a team, right? So you want to build prices, your fees, set your fees. And it's not in my notes, but let me say this. You also have to plan for incremental increases in your programs, services, and products. You've got to plan for incremental increases. That means you're raising the fees quarterly. That means you're raising the fees, annually. That means you're shifting to a different model for how you do business. It means that you understand with great certainty prices are key to your infrastructure. Pricing is key to your growth. Pricing is key to who you serve, and that you upgrade your ideal client anytime you feel like you're not attracting the right clients. I've seen too many people raise their fees and then they go, oh, nobody's paying them, let me lower them again. No, you don't have a strategy for reaching your most ideal clients who are always ready, willing, and able to invest in themselves by hiring you. Let me say that again. Your ideal clients are always, always, always ready, willing, and able to invest in themselves by hiring you. Yeah. So if you're talking to people and they're saying, oh, I can't afford it, if they're saying, oh, the price is too high, you're talking to the wrong clients. Upgrade your ideal clients and serve them fully. And then your infrastructure, building out your infrastructure and building out your team becomes easier because you have the financial wherewithal to do that. The fifth thing I want to give you is a big one. It's a big one. And this is the last one I'm going to give you. Okay. When you are thinking about scaling, when you're positioning yourself for growth, you've also got to build stronger and clearer boundaries. It's hard sometimes because you want to help people, you want to help more people, but that doesn't mean you give yourself away without consideration to what you are have a vision for creating in your business. That means you treasure your time. You've got to have clarity about what you say no to and what you say yes to. You've got to evaluate. You've got to be decisive. You've got to make sure that you are treasuring your time. I remember some of you who know me know my mom passed away in January. And I had to step back from my business for a minute before she passed. And for the past 10 years, I made myself available to take her to the farm to get vegetables and fruit, to drive to the country, to the store that sells pecans, to take her to her doctor appointments. Having clear boundaries and strong boundaries means that you take the time to do the things that matter most to you. That means you say no to the things that don't fit within your wheelhouse, and you say yes to the things that you know will support your lifestyle of freedom. And the goal for most coaches is to create that freedom away from your business. The only way you can do that is to learn how to say no. No is a complete sentence, right? When you say no to what doesn't serve you, you're saying yes to the activities that do serve you. Okay. And scaling your coaching business requires your presence, your focus, your vision, your decisiveness in order for you to be successful. Okay. So the next part of having stronger and clearer boundaries is you need to grow your talent and skills strategically. I'm a lifelong learner, and I got to tell you, most coaches are lifelong learners. It's because we really do enjoy being in the space and place of absorbing new skills and new information and new insights because it helps us to serve our clients more fully, right? So, as a coach, when you are looking at your talents and your gifts, you and your skills, you need to make sure that every move you make is about growing in those key areas of your business. Now, let me say this about my business. I focus on business marketing and sales, right? I'm a coach and I still have a coach. It doesn't mean that I've arrived. It means that I recognize that there are so many more opportunities for me to learn how to manage my business that much more effectively. When I go out and get training, when I select a new coach, and I just recently selected a new coach. So you got to look at all of those things and grow strategically. One of the things that I'm focused on doing next year is to deepen my neurolinguistic programming practitioner skills. So my NLP skills, I've got my foundational certification, and I really want to continue to build on that because I know when I build on that, it's going to help me to be able to serve and support my clients more fully. So think about the talents and the skills that you have, and think about how you want to grow strategically in that area of your business as well. The next area that's still akin to stronger and better boundaries is to eliminate all tolerations. I'm going to step on some toes with this one. Eliminate all tolerations. That means despite being coaching jargon, toleration really goes far beyond coaching. Tolerations are people, things, and activities we continue to accept even though they do not serve us or help us to grow. I'm going to say it again because I know I stepped on some toes with it. Tolerations are people, things, and activities we continue to accept even though they do not serve us or help us to grow. Think of the people who constantly encroach on your boundaries, situations that do not empower you, or activities that do not elevate you. That's the lens that you're looking through. Okay. If someone doesn't support you, they encroach on your boundaries, then they're a toleration and you need to get rid of it. Okay. If someone does not empower you, if situations you're in do not empower you, then stop going into those situations. If you're engaged in activities that do not elevate you, you need to stop going to those activities or participating in those activities. Those are all tolerations, and your opportunity is to eliminate them so you're empowered and growing. Now, I know it's hard sometimes if those people are family members. Okay. Yeah, if those people are family members, your spouse or your spouse, then you've got to figure out a way to address the toleration. If you can't go anywhere, if they can't go anywhere, you still need to address them so that you can move forward. The way that I think about tolerations is, after my mom died, there were some sibling issues that surfaced, and I was like, you know what, I just need to get away from the toxicity. So my goal was to be away from the toxicity, and that meant traveling. I couldn't like up and move it in that moment, but I could travel. So you've got to think about what works for you to rid yourself and your life and your business of tolerations. The next thing really does support that. Surround yourself with people who celebrate you. One of my colleagues, Dr. Fred Jones, he's known as the wealth coach. I think he's the book coach, the wealth coach. He's given himself a couple of monikers. And he says, go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. So then you will be, I hope I get it right. Then you will be compensated, elevated and compensated, I think is the way it says. Go to places and spaces where you are celebrated, not tolerated. Then you will be compensated. Yeah, that's kind of the way it goes. And he's right. He's right. When you're in spaces and places where people are celebrating you and they're empowering you and they're supporting you and they're congratulating you, and it's a reciprocal relationship because you feel the same toward them. Wow. Can I tell you, there's a glow that happens? There's a glow that happens for you. People see that, they see you, and they want to be a part of what you're doing. They want to support you. And if you're around people who are not, happy with your success, you need to change the people that you're around. If you're around people that are not celebrating you, that are not loving on you and hugging on you, even if it's a virtual kind of thing, they're not really supportive of you, then you need to change the people that you're around. And I do that all the time. Like, my inner circle is very, very small for that reason. People come into your life for a reason, season, or lifetime, and everybody's not a lifetime person to be in your life. So you've got to think about the people that are around you and surround yourself with the right ones. The other thing about boundaries is you've got to challenge yourself to achieve bigger goals. If your goals don't scare you, they're not big enough. If you're not scared or terrified even by your goals, then they're too small. They're too small. One of my colleagues, Marshawn Evans Daniels, says, believe bigger. She's got a best-selling book. All of that is out there as well, right? What she's saying in that is you've got to believe bigger in yourself. You've got to believe bigger in who and whose you are. You've got to believe in a bigger way. And if that is challenging you in some way, then you've got to fuel your mindset so that you can begin to believe bigger in your goals. You've got to set bigger goals for yourself, personally and professionally. I set a goal for 2023 to earn over $1 million. That's my goal. I'm putting it out publicly. I'm saying it right here, loud and clear. I set as a goal for myself in 2023 to earn $1 million, over $1 million. Okay. Now, understand this. We're in October of 2022, and I'm positioning my business now for that kind of growth. Right? I've invested in myself at a higher level. I have, started to put things in place to upgrade my ideal client. I've started to serve my clients at a higher level. I've started to plan activities into next year that will elevate my business and my bottom line. You've got to be the one who takes charge of what that looks like. When you set bigger goals, then you can achieve bigger goals. And guess what? Even if you don't hit that goal, because you're working at it, I got to tell you, you're going to come mighty doggone close. Mighty doggone close. And I don't think that's a bad thing. You also want to challenge yourself to pursue bigger dreams. Yeah, bigger dreams lead to bigger results. Bigger dreams lead to bigger results. And who doesn't want that, right? When you dream big, it means that you set yourself on the path to realize those bigger dreams. Just like goals, dreams are dreams. When you break them up, become goals. Goals are part of your plan, and they all fit together. So dream bigger, plan bigger, dream bigger. Let me say it in the right order. Dream bigger, plan, work toward achieving bigger goals, and then you can plan for those big goals and reach those bigger dreams. Yeah, the whole thing that I want you guys to get from this training around scaling is, you have every opportunity to be bigger in your business, to be better at what you do, to serve your most ideal clients, to have your ideal clients invest in you at the right level. Okay. And I want to invite you guys to a virtual event that I'm doing. It's tomorrow afternoon. Wednesday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern. And here's the link that you can go to it. I'm creating an elevated event. I've done the event in a couple of cities. I've done it virtually. I like doing it virtual. I'm going to do it virtual again tomorrow, but I've elevated the event. I'm giving amazing content. We're going to talk about coaching essentials, what you must know, must have, and must do if you want to build your business as a coach. We're also talking about marketing messaging, and it all boils down to client love. There are 5 pieces of client love that I'm going to touch on when we meet on Wednesday. I'm going to talk about client attraction. I'm going to talk about client engagement, client enrollment, client service, and client retention. I always have to slow down because I kind of can get them mixed up. I'll call those 5 types of client work client love. So I'm going to share with you what you must do to practice client love. And then finally, I'm going to talk about sustainability. There are many coaches in the marketplace that I saw them come into the marketplace. They came in with me, but they're no longer here. They've gone on to other jobs. They've gone on to other careers, and I'm still here. And let me just be transparent. I'm not here because I've been successful the entire 20 years. I'm here because I refuse to give up. I didn't want to go back into a corporate environment where I was, among the senior management team, but treated less than the senior management team because I didn't have, certain body parts. But, let me say this. When you stick to it, when you have determination, it means that you can create something sustainable for yourself in your business, right? When you focus on sustainability, and I'm going to give you the things that I think will help you with sustainability. And when you focus on these tenets that I'm going to give you, then you prepare for the twists and turns. You prepare for the ebbs and flows. You can prepare for changes in your business in a way that doesn't cripple you or force you to go back to work, right? It means knowing yourself. It means getting clear about your big dreams, your big goals, achieving those goals, being compensated at the level that you desire, serving your most ideal clients, all of the things that I talked about today regarding scaling your business. If you're in this room, what I really want you to do is tell me what your big aha is from this. Remember, you can join me at my virtual event, morecoachingclients.live. It's a whole virtual event. You can just go to that link and you can join so that you can be with me and the group of people that will also be there on Wednesday. So what's your big aha from today's room? If you're still here, just let me know what your big aha is. I'm going to go back over to a couple of other places just to make sure that I see any comments. Okay. Any comments? What's your big aha? What is the thing that I said to you today that you're like, wow, that really was powerful for me. That really is something that I know makes a world of difference for me. And if you want to add it in the comments, if you're catching the replay, first of all, type hashtag replay so I know that you were here. And secondly, let me know what your big aha was. Okay. I hope that I will see you on Wednesday. I'll be back very soon for another live stream, and I look forward to serving you. Again, I'm WendyY Bailey, known as your income acceleration mentor, master business and sales coach of more than 20 years. And I thank you for your time and watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.